Just got into the car, ready to go to Tabla camp at the Shanti Mandir 2024. Hello everyone, we just reached the temple and the ashram for the weekend and I'm looking forward to being here. Here we go. Yes, here we are. morning. Just finished day 1 at Tabla, the Tabla Ashram this morning. I just finished day 1 at the Tabla Ashram this morning, or rather last night. And this morning we're just going on a small walk.
According to the number of fungus utilizes in the process of permutation, there are 2 kinds of models of permutation mentioned in the ancient treaties. They are Chaturanga Prastara, in which only 4 angas, namely Druta, Lagu, Guru, and Druta, are used in the process of permutation of angas, pertaining to Chatusridhyati only. And number 2 is Panchanga Prastara, wherein only 5 angas, namely Anudruta, Druta, Lagu, Guru, and Druta, are used in the process of permutation of the angas other than Chatusridhyati. In those days,
What's up, everyone? This is day 3. Last night was pretty difficult. It was just a lot of practicing. Probably stayed up until like midnight practicing, but got a good night sleep this morning, and I'm looking forward to the day. Gonna grab some coffee before heading out. All right. Good morning. It is 5:40, nearly 5:40 a.m. in the morning, and we're going to be starting the final day of the Tabla Ashram. Looking forward to having a good morning session and then heading out after dinner. So if you're here at the end of this video, thank you for watching and enjoying, hopefully, the clips of music that I've shared from the past couple of days here at the Tabla Ashram. I recently just came back home. Today's Monday, and the last day of the ashram was on Sunday. And there are a couple things I would like to mention in this sort of closing reflection and remarks section of the video. First off, throughout the time I was vlogging, having my morning check-ins with the camera, I often used interchangeably the terms sort of intensive or workshop and ashram. But as I sit here and reflect on it now, I truly believe that ashram has a completely different other connotation than the other two words that I just mentioned. And that is because this sort of like selfless giving of yourself to practice, to bettering oneself, and to also understand that when we were at the ashram, we never left that space, either mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. We stayed there, we interacted with the people who resided there at Shanti Mandir, and it was a very much immersive experience that something like a workshop or intensive doesn't, or rather fails to describe. There are a couple things that I would like to talk about. First off, my first remark is regarding my Guru Parivar. That includes all my Guru Bhais who are there at the event, at the ashram. Having Guru Bhais who are so inspiring, each in their own journey, is something that is extremely precious. It pushes you to work harder, and it makes you realize that you're not the only one who's embarking on this journey of love of music and sort of love of life as well. It's very easy, especially playing tabla, which is not so much of a common instrument, to sort of be locked up in your own circle and in your own head, but to have this family of people that are also pursuing a similar path to you is very, very rewarding. The second thing I wanted to mention was our discussion throughout the past sort of 3-4 days of the Dashapran of Tabla. And from my understanding, the Dashapran of Tabla is sort of a treatise that was written a long time ago that sort of describes 10 elements of rhythm, and we chose a couple of those elements to discuss in sessions that I did not record, just to protect the privacy of my Guru Bhais and the participants. But that was a very rewarding experience, really addressing what are the key factors that make tal, what are the key factors that make rhythm, what's the key factors that make laya. Is it just our interpretation of time? Is it the beats per minute? These are some of the things that we were discussing. Third, we discussed the different gharanas, specifically related to primarily vocal and tabla music. We discussed in depth the Gwalior Gharana using the ITC SRA sort of manual regarding different gharanas of vocal music. And we discussed sort of its practitioners as well as the stylistic choices that practitioners of this gharana use, The final thing I take away from this experience of being at the Tabla Ashram this year is how practicing for us, practicing as a musician, is what allows us at a certain point to be who we are. And I feel that throughout the experiences I've had most recently in my life, practice has been really what has grounded me so much, both in terms of my routine, but also very much mentally and emotionally as well. A day without practice usually would leave me feeling pretty cranky, or just very uninspired, very tired. But having sort of controlled sessions of practice is something that I really hope to use and emphasize in the future. My last takeaway is to never be afraid to dive deeper. Experiences like this, such as being as an ashram, are very intensive. You're sitting on the floor for 8 to 12 hours. You're eating food that you don't typically eat. The food that we ate was primarily sattvic, and you're dedicating yourself to the music and your guru. Definitely in my case, and this selflessness that you strive for is definitely something that it removes us from our ego a little bit, and I think it allows us to go deeper without preconceived notions in whatever